Hey, if you're out there shopping for the new 2019 Chevy Silverado and you notice there's a new 2.7-liter turbocharged engine option, I'm going to tell you what you need to know about that and how it compares to a 5.3-liter V8. We're going to get started right now. Hey, it's Tim Esterdahl, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and my passion is trucks and SUVs. If that's your passion too, hit subscribe below, hit bell notification to be notified new videos put out, like this one. Yeah, this is the new 2.7-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It is the standard engine in the new 2019 Chevy Silverado and the LT package and the RST package, which is their base level trucks. This basically replaces the 4.3-liter V6. That V6 has moved on to the work truck trims. And so you have this as going to be the 2.7 is going to be the standard, the 5.3-liter V8 is going to be the optional, and the 6.2-liter V8 is going to be the bigger one. There is a new Duramax diesel, a 3.0-liter, that's coming later. This 2.7-liter turbocharged engine is going to have 310 horsepower and 348 foot-pounds of torque. And it's mated to an 8-speed transmission. The idea behind it is you're going to have better performance at 14% better. It's going to be more efficient. They consider it 13% more efficient. And it's going to have better fuel economy than the V6 it replaces. Now, that's on paper. I can tell you in the real world, it's a little different. I'm going to go for a drive, and I'll tell you more about that. Okay, before we hit the road, I want to talk to you about a few things in this engine. And I'm going to bring up my stature again. I'm 5'7", 5'8" with boots or not, kind of that situation going on. My neighbor is over 6 foot, and we had a little bit of differences here. He stopped by, and as far as reaching the dipstick, I got a lot of problems. From the front, I have especially a lot of problems. On the side, it's mildly better. I can barely reach it from the side. Still kind of a pain. Don't even ask me to fill in oil. I can't even reach that. And the coolant is pretty easy to get to. Windshield wiper fluid's really easy to get to. So I can do those things, but I can't do the others without a little ladder, which is kind of frustrating. And we have the battery, and we have the fuse box. And the oil filter is located down below. So it's a little bit of a mix here. If you're taller, it's fine. If you're shorter like I am, well, bring a ladder. Well, this engine is really about pros and cons. So here's how it sounds when it idles. It's kind of pro because it's pretty quiet. And you can, when I close the hood here, it's a pretty quiet running rig. It's not super quiet, but it's quieter. Now, quiet trucks are great for not waking up your neighbors. But when it comes to sounding pretty cool, well, listen to this. Yeah, sounds pretty weak. Just like the Ford's EcoBoost engine, just like the Ford Raptor high output engine, just not enough displacement in this engine to make that exhaust sound that good. Even aftermarket companies tell me there's just not a lot they can do about it. All right, so on paper, this 2.7-liter turbocharged engine is more efficient on the highway, or on the city, than the 5.3-liter V8. Difference is it's better 2 miles per gallon in the city, where the 5.3-liter is better 1 mile per gallon on the highway. The challenge with this is that it just really depends on your driving style, as most turbocharged engines are. If I turn off here and make my right turn and decide to really get on it, all I'm doing is like pouring gasoline out the window. I mean, it's quick. It's a second faster than the 4.3-liter V6 it replaces, and it shows. Once those turbos get spooled, you take off. Now, I did pass the other day doing 75 miles an hour, and as I got around, it was doing 65 speed limit. And I can tell you, as I changed lanes, I hit the accelerator, waited a second, did the Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, and then poof, I was gone. And so there is that little bit of turbo lag, especially at higher speeds. Around town, I don't feel it. Around town, it's got plenty of throttle response, and it's got lots of get up and go. The other thing you should know is it's $1,395. I'll show you this on the screen. I'll do a little screen capture. I was on Chevrolet.com doing the differences between the LT trim in the 5.3-liter V8 and the 2.7 liter turbocharged engine, and it's $1,300. For me, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a difference there. And for resale value and for overall capability, I think the 5.3 liter V8 is the option. That's what you want to go with. There's also a question about towing, and so you can still tow with the turbocharged engine. There are outlets out there that like to go up the Ike Gauntlet, and they can still tow up the Ike Gauntlet with this. It'll still perform, but you're going to tow at 7,000 pounds, your maximum towing in this configuration. This is a double cab with a 6.5-foot bed LT, and in the 5.3 liter V8, it tows at 9,900 pounds. So you're giving about 3,000 pounds there, which, depending on what you're going to tow, could be a big deal, or it could really not. In case you're curious, the model I'm driving today is a double cab, which is extended cab, 6.5-foot bed Chevy Silverado in the LT trim. And so this is the four-wheel drive version of this. The two-wheel drive starts a couple thousand less. I do have a tow haul mode. I do have parking sensors. I have auto start stop, which is where it turns off the truck at stop signs to conserve gasoline. I have the button to lower the tailgate, which I'd say it's pretty handy. It's on the key remote, and there's a button down here in the piano keys to lower the tailgate. I actually use it quite a bit. One of those things. I have heated seats, and I have heated steering wheel. So those are my options in this package. But I got to tell you, from my vantage point, I'd much rather buy the V8 in this truck. I think it's a solid riding truck. I really enjoyed driving these. I have a lot more driving impressions on this channel. I'll link to those videos above if you want to learn more about the Chevy Silverado this year. And this is just videos really just about the 2.7 liter turbocharged engine and whether or not you should buy one. In my viewpoint, I wouldn't buy it. I'd buy the 5.3 for better resale value, better towing. Now, real world fuel economy is always a question on turbocharged engines. It seems like it's a game to see if you can get those EPA numbers. And those EPA numbers are really based on not being in the boost at all. So once you really get on the gas, like I did back there, you really drain the fuel tank. And so I've been driving around for all week. I have 140 miles in this truck right now, and I'm averaging 19.5 mile per gallon in my, I consider it pretty average driving conditions. You know, I've had pretty decent weather. I'm driving 65, 75 miles an hour. I'm driving around town, and that's about what I'm getting. Now, the 5.3 liter V8 is supposed to be 1622, so you do combined, you're probably 18.5, 19 combined fuel economy. This is 1821 in the turbocharged, so you figure out combined, you should be about 20 or so. And I'm about half mile per gallon less than that, which isn't that bad. But when you figure $1,300 to be a mile per gallon better, math doesn't add up at all. So there you go. There's my review of the 2019 Chevy Silverado 2.7 liter turbocharged engine. I think in this truck, double cab with a 6.5-foot bed, again, I think I'd go V8 in it. But maybe you'll decide the turbo's more fun. And at the end of the day, it's all about having fun in these trucks, right? And hey, if you had fun in this video, give me a big thumbs up below, hit subscribe, and then hit bell notification to be notified when new videos come out. Make sure you find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. Again, Pickup Truck Talk. It's easy. Those three words work on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find the channel there. I put a bunch of funny photos and things on there. You really want to catch up with us on Facebook, Instagram. It's a good time. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.